no-bake brownies that are a lot healthier for you. I'm always trying to find snacks, especially when I'm really craving chocolate, not just to go out and have milk chocolate or something really bad for me. I'm always trying to do the healthiest path I can, but I need chocolate, I need sweets, I need snacks. So this one's really easy. All you need is your blender, a small pan. I put the wax paper in it because I hate to clean. So if you just put wax paper in, it's a lot less cleaning. You know, you just throw it in the dishwasher and you don't have to like peel all this. Plus this is gonna be like a stickier kind of brownie because you're not cooking it. So also putting that wax paper, it's just less of a mess and you can just peel it off the wax paper. So I have dates. It's a cup and a half. I got these at Publix. I've also seen them at Walmart and maybe Harris Teeter. So depending on where you are. I got them without the pits because the first time I bought them with the pits and you're sitting there trying to squish them out. It's a pain in the butt. So 1.5 cup of dates, 3/4 cup of raw cashews. These are lightly salted. They're the only ones that I could find for like a good price. You all know how expensive nuts are. I got mine, it's the Great Value brand from Walmart, but you can get them wherever, just depending on how much you want to spend on nuts, because nuts can be like crazy expensive. I don't understand. Cacao powder, I got this on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. You can use this in a lot of recipes. I put it in my shakes in the morning. It's like that chocolatey flavor, but it has a lot of super nutritional and it gives you a lot of energy. So 3 tablespoons of that. And then this is the optional part. A lot of people are doing collagen, putting it in their shakes, putting it in all sorts of different things. At first I was like, why do you need that? But then I've been reading about it and looking into it, and especially with all my stomach issues, collagen helps the lining of your stomach. So I have been putting it in my drinks and my shakes and stuff, and I'm, you know, feeling really good. So I'm also doing 100 other things for my stomach, so I don't know which is making it feel better, but I'm just gonna keep going with everything. As long as I feel better, that's all that matters. So the collagen is optional. This recipe calls for marine collagen, coconut oil. I use this in all my healing salves and what have you. It's just organic, 100% refined coconut oil. You can use any brand. They're not that expensive. This is a giant tub I got for $12. Depending if you go to Whole Foods, it's obviously going to be more smaller, but it just depends on what you like. They do have like a slightly different taste to them depending on what brand you get. So just find out what works for you. Of course, vanilla. Anytime there's anything like organic or good, you know, you gotta throw some vanilla in for flavor, and then sea salt for flavor as well. So this is going to be the base of your brownie, and then we'll do an icing part. So we'll have, this is the base. We're gonna mix this all up until it's completely smooth, and then we'll pat that down in our thing. And then we will make the icing, and then you just kind of layer that on top. After that, you can just eat it straight, or you can put it in the fridge to harden up a little bit. If you put it in the fridge to harden up a little bit, it feels like more like it's cooked. And then if you want to eat it room temperature, whatever, it's a little bit more gummy. So it's just whatever you prefer and how you like it. You can try it both ways. With the gummy, I put it in a bowl and put some whipped cream on top, or whatever you'd like to do. So we have our dates, 1.5 cups of dates. Raw cashews, these are a little salted, it's all right. Then, because these are salted actually, and they're salted with sea salt, I'm just gonna take this out. It should be 1/4 teaspoon of salt, or however much you prefer, but I'll just take it out since these are already salted. So the collagen powder is 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to put this whole thing in. It's about 2 tablespoons. I'm not going to measure it out, but it's pretty close. The cacao powder is 3 tablespoons. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so don't mind me being all crazy with the flavoring. You can also put, they have like a peanut butter powder that's a lot like this. So if you want to do this one time, or do half and half, try it with the cacao powder, and then if that's not, you're not feeling it, then try it with the peanut butter powder. And then 1 teaspoon you have to have a little liquid to make it stick in here. Now the dates are actually really juicy, so that will make it stick as well. So throw that in there. And then 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil, and that will also make it sticky and gummy, and that is what kind of makes the brownie part of it. We're gonna blend this up until it gets like creamy smooth, and then I will stick it down in here, make it flat and square it off. Then we will make the icing. So as you can see, this is kind of like a dough-like material now. You can still see big chunks, not too big, they're actually not that big, chunks of the nuts, but they're still in there. I've been blending this for a while now, probably like 5 minutes, and it's still like that. So they're small enough, as you can see, they're small enough where I don't think they'll be that noticeable, and it's at the texture that I want it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the thing and then put the icing over it. Now that I have put the brownie, I kind of shoved it down, and I didn't need the whole pan. So if you wanna double this recipe, or this technically only serves 8. I see 4 giant brownies, I see 6 medium to small brownies. So now that we've done that, we can do the icing, the top. And we're gonna need 1/4 cup of cacao powder. One-fourth cup of maple syrup. Get the real stuff, organic if you can, or if you're super fancy, you can tap your own trees, but you know, we're not gonna go that far today. I bought this from, I believe, Walmart. Ooh. Now this will add like the sweetness, but your body can break down the sugar more than you can if it was unnatural sugar. And just mix that in. This is gonna be like an icing, so creamier, of course, like everything else. You add vanilla, 1 tablespoon for vanilla. I feel like in baking, that's just the thing. In everything, you just do 1 tablespoon of vanilla for fun. If you wanted to do honey instead of the maple syrup, you can as well. It's just a flavor option. I would make it the original way. With any recipe, I always make it the way they tell me, and then I start to alter it. So first time, make it exactly how they tell you, and then next time you can alter it and do some other fun things. Then 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. This will keep it creamy, and coconut oil is very, very good for you. So yes, this is a dessert, but it's much healthier than getting them from the store or making them out of a container or box. So you're gonna blend that all up once you do that, and then you just put it on top of your things. I'm going to refrigerate mine. You can also, like if you're just gonna serve them that night, it's no bake, so it's very easy if you have people coming over. You can just make it and throw it together, like while you're talking and having wine. Or I'm gonna put mine in the fridge because I like mine a little crispier, and it's the morning time. It's like noon, and I'm gonna serve it for Kevin and I tonight. So this is the icing. This is like a regular icing. Guys, I'm using this icing recipe for everything. It's super sweet, but not overkill. It's smooth. It's so good. I'm literally using this icing like I'm never making normal icing again. Again, another dessert would be like an organic, healthier pudding. I can't have milk products, so pudding is something that I used to love, and mousses, but I can't have the milk aspect of it. So here's a healthier alternative. So it is 1 ripe avocado. You just scoop that all out and put it in your blender. 1/4 cup of the cacao powder. Got this on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. We used it in our last recipe. Again, a teaspoon of vanilla in every recipe, and then 1/4 cup of almond milk. So that's your alternative, is almond milk. And then to sweeten it up, we have some Savannah honey from the Savannah Bee Company, which is my favorite bee company, or they sell honey. They're in a lot of cities down here or places down here, and I just love the taste of their honey, and their shops are really cool. So their tables, like their display tables, are old bee boxes, and they're just really, really interesting shops. and they have a lot of different flavors from different places in North Carolina. So, and then 1/4 cup of that. So you just blend it all together and put it in my little IKEA cups, and then you put it in the fridge, and then you can serve them with whipped cream or strawberries or fresh fruit on top. So come check it out.